Welcome back, everybody, to 7 Days to Die, Alpha 17.2, Build 27. I'm an old guy gaming, and we're continuing our work on getting our Horde base ready for Horde 77. So I'm going to increase my production ability by putting another chem bench, building another chem bench, and another forge, and putting that down in the mine, because I don't have room for that stuff here without making significant expansion to this base, which I don't really want to do. This is never, really meant to have been more than just an outpost anyway, even though it has functioned as our base up to this point. So let's do that first, and then we'll head on back over and continue working on the mine, and I'll kind of show you where we're at this point. So anyway, I play this game on insane difficulty. The zombies run all of the time, day and night, and they're all on nightmare speed. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you do, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get rolling here. Okay, so chem bench. First thing we need to do for a chem bench is we need to make a burning barrel. And we have to do that in one of the workstations here. So let's bring that up. Burning shaft mod. Doubles a light source and set enemies on fire. I wonder if I can put that on the axe. We might have to try that. Except for I don't have the schematic for it. Okay, so we have our burning barrel. I know we're going to need two. We're going to need two beakers, and I had one in here, of course, and then I had another one in the Jeep. So we have two of those. I did check the trader, and he didn't have any more for sale. So we'll eventually come across another one, because I did want to keep one in the Jeep for when we're traveling, so we could use it in the campfire if we needed to. But we will come across another one of those, I'm sure. Okay, so that takes care of that stuff. Now, chemistry station. What else do we need? We got the beakers. We got the burning barrels. We need 15 pipes and another cooking pot. Do I have an extra cooking pot? We got tons of pipes. So I guess we'll just cook one up here. Oh, and I've got a ton of bullet tips cooking up too. So we're going to be making ammo like crazy. I have decided to use the auto turret, so we're going to have to make a bunch of 9mm ammo. But got a full stack and then some of lead. And so we're doing pretty good on bullet tips here. Let's see, what are we doing? Oh, cooking pot. We need to make a cooking pot. So let's queue up one of those. We'll cancel those and then restart them. And I believe that gives us everything we need to make our chem bench. Excellent. Okay, I want to make another forge for the mine too that'll be dedicated to just concrete, because I have the other two working on steel and dart ammunition and forged iron and all that sort of thing. So let's see. For a forge, we're going to need nails. So I think I have nails in here. Only have 2, so let's make 3 more of those. Okay, well, so we burned all of our lead. So let's go back to making bullet casings. And I'm just doing steel. And we better feed some more clay into here too. We're going to get more clay as we work on the base. So what are you doing? Okay, so you're out of bullet tips too. So again, let's just crank out bullet casings like there's no tomorrow for you guys, and then I'll have to feed some more iron into you. In fact, let's do that now. So we will move all the clay to here, put a full stack of iron, and we should probably put a little more wood in here too. Okay, so those guys are going. Now let's look and see what we need for a forge. First thing we gotta make is a bellows, and we need 5 duct tape for that. Son of a gun. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and some cloth. We'll get some duct tape going here. And we know we're going to need leather too, so let's just grab that right now. Whoop. What else am I missing? I got the nails, I got the duct tape. I need 2 pipes. Oops. We got that covered. Alright. And then for the actual forge itself, we are going to need 60 clay and 50 stone and another pipe, in addition to the bellows. Okay, get that going there. All right, so now we're just basically waiting for our, let's grab all of this gunpowder and a bunch of bullets. So I want to make 4 full stacks of 9mm for Horde Night. And that means we're going to need those bullet casings, those bullet casings. I'd like to save the brass casings for my gun. Alright, so that should give us enough to... Let's make 1,000 in here. I don't know why the hell it does it that way. 999 and 1. And then in this one, we'll just max out. There we go. We'll take those relays too. Okay, so that's going to be cooking up for our turrets. And I might make... I'm thinking about making 2 more auto turrets. Whoops. Speaking of which, looks like our shotties just took out another screamer. I don't know where she is, but I thought I heard it. Oh, there she is down there, yeah. Man, those things are deadly. Absolutely brutal. Okay, so let's see. We've got our chemistry bench and our forge. Now, the chemistry bench I'm mostly going to use probably to make ammo over there. And so, I'm sorry, gunpowder. So we don't need any tools. Well, I guess the chem bench doesn't take tools anyways. I'm confusing that with the forge or some of the mods require you to put tools in these benches. Okay, so we don't need anything for that. So we'll use that bench to make gas and gunpowder, mostly down in the mine there. So we still have 1,000 bullet tips there. That I think I'm going to turn into more 7.62 ammo for me to be shooting. And we will use brass casings for that. So let's get that going here. So I can make a total of 291. So let's make 150 here. And we'll make the rest of them in here. And that will be for us for Horde Night. We still have some brass casings left over too, so we'll convert the rest of those to brass 9mm. Well, I guess we can only do 2 for our gun. Okay, so I think that gets us going on ammo. Let's put the rest of this extra stuff back here. And now we're going to need to get nitrate. We've got lots of coal. We've got lots of coal, but we're going to need to get some nitrate next for our next mining thingy. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to go set these in the mine and get this guy going. He's going to be dedicated completely to making just concrete. Even though we have quite a bit of concrete, but I'm going to be using quite a bit of this stuff too. In fact, let's grab some more of this and take it with us as we continue to build out the base there. And I think that's, what is it? Oh, you know what? I'm going to take those too. actually have a use for some of that stuff. Iron bars, yeah, let's take a couple of those too. And I think we're good to go. I want to have a little bit of scrap with me. Alright, so I will meet you back at the Horde base. Wait a second. Duct tape. I was going to make a couple more of these too, wasn't I? Alright, hold on. Let me get those queued up so they're ready to go when the time comes. So we need to make a motion sensor. Forge, mechanical, and electrical. So I'm getting really, really low on electrical, so I might have to go rent some cars. In fact, yeah, I'm super low. So yeah, let's hold off on that. The other thing I could do is the trader has some auto turrets for sale. They're about 3,600. And this, it might be in my best interest just to buy those for now to save some time. Because it is day 75. And I've still got a lot of work to do to get ready for 77. If I don't feel the base is actually ready for 77, we might end up doing Horde Night on the road and come back to it and do it
let us visit for
on
a
84
while.
or 83, whatever. We'll see. I'll try and get it done by 77 if I can. If I can't, because you know I don't want to do Horde Night there again until the base is completely ready, because otherwise they'll just tear the shit out of it again. I don't have to spend half my time repairing it. So I'm gonna buy 2 of these, except for that I need money to do that. Hello. Oh man, that door is frustrating. So I'm going to buy those 2 turrets off of him, and then head back to the base and keep working on stuff. And I will bring you guys back with an update in a little while. Okay, so see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so I'm bringing you back with an update and kind of showing you what I've got going on so far here. So let's look at the power first. Basically, what I've done is I've run the power. Where's my forest ground? Let's make a little bit more ground here. Let's make, say, 20-ish more. Okay, so the power has been run from the power station down there all the way to here with the little plates around them, or over them, rather, to this point, and then it comes up to here to that relay right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill this in. And then we'll go top side. Well, here, actually, I want to leave this part open so we can access it as needed. Okay. So we'll head back up top. I need to remember to get a couple more engines too. I only brought 4 engines here for my Jenny. And I have more back at the base. I just got to grab them. I was thinking it only take 4 instead of 6. But we do have the battery bank completely full. It'll support up to 290 watts. This one will, whatever 2 more engines will add to it. So now we have, if we happen to run out of fuel or whatever, we can continue going on battery power. I made a little access around through here too. I have to go down into the mine. And I'm trying to think, do we need to go down there for something? Yeah, let's go down there and check our forges for a second. Just make sure that everything's good. And don't have these guys doing anything yet. Let's grab some stone and we'll top off our concrete forge here and continue making cement in here. And then over here we have some more rebar. Looks like we ran out of wood here. And I'm probably going to need more rebar too. So let's make another 50 or so of those, and then I'll probably have this make. What do we have in here? 68. We got a full stack of steel there. Let's have it makes 100 more forged iron. And then the rest will be steel. Okay, so this guy's got iron and clay and also needs wood. And this one I think we might need some more iron bars. So let's make about 40 more of those. Or 16 I guess is all we can make. Okay, 16's good. Stick all of that stuff in there for now. The extra clay can go in there. Okay. So we'll head back up and we'll cap off the power section. Well, no, not yet. We won't do that yet because we've got to run a relay up to the base itself. I'm probably not going to mess with getting power set up down in the mine this time around. We'll do that after Horde 77. So the idea will be that we'll attach a cable to the relay and then just run it up to the building. I was going to put like a, kind of like a power pole type of idea here, but then I got to thinking, well, there's no point in doing that because the zombies can't damage the cables themselves. And so if I put something above the ground, I'm just giving them something to actually break. So we're not going to do that. Okay, so when the time comes, yeah, we'll run to a relay up there that will do the best that we can to protect it. So what I've done back here now is I've made sure that the zombies have really good access to the ramps over here. So if they're coming from this side, it's a nice smooth all the way up into the tunnel situation. I'm also going to keep the back of this open this time, so that way zombies up above can come through the gauntlet to get to me, as well as those coming, down from the pit that they fall into the pit. So I've got a ramp on all four sides here, or all three sides, I should say. And so no matter what direction they're coming from, they have really easy access to get up here, because I'm trying to not give them any excuse at all to bang on the building itself. And then likewise on this side, I've sloped the dirt so they should be able to run right on up there to come around the corner, and their pathing AI should hopefully show them this is the way to get to me, and I'll be standing right there. Incidentally, I haven't really talked about the cage yet either. I was gonna let's do that right now. So the cage, this is probably not going to stay there. Wow, look at that drop. It's super close by, isn't it? Let's mark it. I'll worry about that later. So this is basically a quarter block here, and so they'll come out here, and then I've got a couple of plates, and I've got some quarter blocks underneath here for extra structural integrity. And then these are two steel poles, and they have to break through both of these before they can actually get to me. You'll also notice that in the cage I set up stainless steel ladders this time because they're a little bit stronger than the iron bars are. And I did test this with a spawned-in horde, and the cop spit cannot get through those ladders. The only downside to the ladders is I kind of get hung up on them a little bit, but it seems to work well for what I needed to do. I had to keep this cage really small because of structural integrity. If I made it too big, the whole thing would just collapse, because I did a little bit of off-camera experimentation with that. Once we build out the rest of this, then I won't need this little bar up there. That was just to prevent them, because some of them were actually jumping all the way up on top of here during my testing. So that'll go away once we have the building here, and I'll probably just put some kind of a covering all the way across this bar so they can't jump up. So their only way they can go is right to me, and usually what they'll do is they'll try and jump, or they'll take a hit, and then they just fall right down into the pit. And as long as I'm standing far enough back, they can't hit me. And you'll notice too that I raised the cage up off the ground. It's about 5. So 5 blocks up from down here. So now there's no way they could physically hit me. The only thing that'll hit me, of course, is cop spit, and I'll just have to keep things repaired and keep an eye on that. So I think this is going to be a much better solution come Horde night tomorrow night. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is we're going to finish building out our little gauntlet here, and I'm going to put the dart traps in the ceiling, pointing down, so they're going to basically shooting darts down on their heads, and then we'll fill the rest of this in, and then work on the fence post solution. Okay, so let's start by getting our rebar here, and we're going to finish this wall on this side first and get that all built out. And we should be able to do this side now too. Just trying to think and make sure I'm not missing something. Alright, that should be good. And then let's get these all concreted up. And then I'm going to encase this whole tunnel in steel as well, just to give it that extra strength. Because here again, the goal here is to make the base as tough as I can, but also encourage the Horde not to hit the base, to come after me. So give them a nice, smooth, very obvious pathway for them to get to me. Okay, good. Now, let's grab our dart traps. Dart traps, dart traps, dart traps. Where are the dart traps? They must be in the Jeep. I was able to salvage 2 of them from the last Horde, and then I had to make 2 new ones. That's why I put the land claim block down, by the way, just so I can pick stuff up. Okay. So we want to make sure excuse me, that these are facing the right direction. So we're going to have to, let's do an advanced rotation. There we go. We just want to make sure that the holes are facing down. You know, I wonder too, if I should go up one more higher with these. Just so they're not getting potentially hit. I think we should do that. We've got plenty of resources to do something like that. So let's, and that'll actually help too with my potential fence post solution that I'm planning on doing. So yeah, so we're gonna raise this up another level. Like so. And we'll probably enclose that too. There's a mod that makes the nail gun faster like it used to be. I was going to actually look for that. I don't usually use mods on this series because it's supposed to be all vanilla, but this slow ass nail gun's just driving me nuts. I complained about this before, but that's one of the changes that they made that was just not necessary and not fun, in my opinion. I'm sure some people will disagree, but that's okay. Okay, let's try this again. We want advanced rotation, and we want it so that the holes are facing down, like that. Beautiful. Okay, and we'll put those in like so. Perfect. Okay, good. All right, now I want to, let's get back up here for a second. Let's just put some ramps down here. I'm not going to actually concrete those up quite yet, though. All right, let me think about this for a minute. Now, we're going to use either a pressure plate or a tripwire for the dart traps themselves. So now what I want to do is I want to figure out the fence post setup. And I think what we're going to do for that is I'd like the fence post to kind of hang out just a little bit. But we have to protect them from spit too. Because cops could potentially be standing right about here and decide to spit, and they could hit our fence post at that point. So whatever solution we come up with here, we've got to make sure that they're well protected. And maybe the simplest thing to do here, I'm gonna need more rebar, is if we just put them up this way. That would put the no, they're gonna have to come down lower, aren't they? Because this is the pathway here. So it's got to come down into this block. Oops. So we could put the fence posts along here. I was going to hold them out a little ways too. I'm just trying to think of why I would still do it that way. Originally, I was going to also maybe put those up on poles and have them away from the building so they're not even attached to the structure, but the range doesn't let me do that. They have to be within 12 blocks of each other for me to attach the wires, which means we can basically only go out about 5 blocks either side to make that happen. But then, you know, the further out we get, the more potential structural integrity issues we have. Excuse me. The only reason why I might want to hold them out further is if the zombies, for whatever reason, decide to start banging on the sides of these walls. I just don't see why they would do that, though. There would be no reason for them to do that. As long as I'm over there, they're going to be trying to come to me, so they have no reason to try and destroy these walls. That's the theory, anyways. But if they did punch a hole through the wall, and I have the fence posts hanging out a little ways, then, you know, they're not necessarily going to be able to hit them. We shouldn't have SI issues if we hang them out far enough, I think. So let's just do, we can go all the way to 5 out. Maybe we'll do 4 out. And really, we might even be able to do something like this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some more rebar. All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go get some rebar, more rebar made up, and then I'll bring you guys back, and we'll continue this. Okay? So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. So let's you know, for what I think I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna risk having bad structural integrity for this plan. So let's just bring this all the way out. Might be a little bit overkill, but I want this to work. Okay, so we went 4 out on that side. Let's go 4 out on this side too, and just make sure that I didn't miscalculate something before we completely commit to this. Okay, so we want to put fence post there. And one there. Now let's grab our wire tool. Beautiful. Okay. And so again, the idea behind that is, why isn't that level? What the hell? Oh, because I put these up too damn high, didn't I? We had pulled that down one. Ah, yeah, doggone it. Okay. Well, what this will do is actually, yeah, it's going to put the, once I fix it, it's going to put the wire down low, so that way it hits the crawlers too, and the spiders. And I'm not going to do 2 rows this time. I think I'm just going to do the 1 row. So let's pick this up. And we're just going to have to lose this, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, I completely wasn't paying attention to there, was I? Let's see if we can break this before it cures. Okay. All right, let's try this again. We need to bring it down 1. Okay. We want that, and we want this. Gotta make sure I don't get too far away. There we go. Perfect. So now the crawlers and the spiders will get zapped along with the big zombies. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to probably enclose this with plates to protect them from the sides and from the front. And this is where I'm hoping that I don't have SI problems. So I have some plates here. And we don't necessarily need to go all the way across the face there. We just need to go across the side here. Need to back up just a little bit. I really probably shouldn't attach these to the fence post itself. Well, I guess I could. It would reduce the number of blocks that we're putting out on the end of this. I don't know, though. That might be a little risky. On face. Yeah, I think we better do it this way. That doesn't completely cover that up, though, does it? Well, actually, you know what would be better now that I think about this. Well, I was going to say we could maybe bring the shielding up from down here instead. But then we're going to have to come out another block to do that, which we could do. That might be a better idea. Okay, well, anyway, you guys get the idea of what I'm doing here. And so I'm going to keep working on this and come up with the best solution for protecting the fence posts so they don't get, destroyed by cop spit. And then we'll go from there, okay? So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Come and hang out with us on Discord. Come and hang out with me on a live stream. I do live stream several times a week on Twitch. You can find the links to both of those places in the About section of the YouTube channel. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next episode. Bye.